afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Stamp and Chat Live. I am Gina from Gina K Designs, and I'm here with my beautiful daughter, Rina K.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. I didn't know when we were coming in. Dad had like 10 different hand signals. I don't know when it was going to start.
All right,
weren't hand signals.
Oh, just panicked noises.
Spasms.
Okay.
Well, it is great to see everybody here for our weekly Crafternoon Live. Today, we are going to be playing with the new Flurry of Fun card kit and the brand new Snowflake Builder stamp set that's in that card kit. And that one was designed by Rina K.
Me.
Yes. And Rina has created a bunch of different snowflake mandalas to show you how to use it today. She's got lots of tips and tricks. And then I thought that I would use the stamp set in a different way to show people that you don't only have to make wreaths with this or snowflakes with this, but you can use it for lots of other styles of cards too.
Mm-hmm.
But before we get started, let's say hello to Tom.
Before we get started, get this out of the way. Right?
Let's check this off our list.
Right?
How are you?
I am just better than horrible.
Well, that's
typical.
That's the way it goes around here.
Wait. Oh, better now.
Oh, gosh. Well, Rita and I were talking earlier, and we were wondering if you have a word of the day planned for today.
No, I don't have a word of the day.
Okay.
But
No?
there's plenty of words flying around, so we'll come up with something.
He'll come up with something.
Something will appear.
He always comes up with something at the last minute, right?
Yeah.
Right.
There's
All
three
right.
of us here. We're bound to come up with something.
There'll be words of the day flying all day,
Yeah,
I
for
feel like.
sure.
Well, welcome, everyone. We are glad to see you. We are going to get started right away, and I'm going to show you what we're going to be using today. So we're going to be using this new card kit right here. This is the Flurry of Fun card kit, and it's got 3 full stamp sets, this die collection. It's got a layering stencil set, and it's got this free gift of these holiday trees. And I don't know if, let me reach in here for a second. You guys saw, they're just so pretty. The size of them is so nice to make a card.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually made a card on release party night that I have to send out to our winner using those trees. So it's a super, really fun free gift that comes with the Flurry of Fun kit. Now, in this card kit, you can see here, there is the Snowflake Builder stamp set. But I want to tell you about this stamp set just in case you missed our release party. So Rina designed this whole stamp set. And then she gave me all the greetings that she wanted to put in there. And I said, I'll do them because I have all the fonts that we can use, commercial use fonts. And I typed one of them in wrong, and I had a typo down here at the bottom. You are unique and beautiful like a snowflake.
Mm-hmm.
But don't worry. As soon as we realized it when we were building the kits, we stopped building the kits and we ordered a replacement stamp for this stamp. And so when you get your kit and your stamp set, it'll just be tucked in here in the back like this. Just a little extra stamp with the correct wording, which should be, you are unique and beautiful like a snowflake. So what I suggest is take this one out, throw it away.
Burn it.
Burn it.
Destroy all evidence.
And replace it with this one so you know you have the right one. Don't just pull this set out and throw this little piece away. This is important. This is your replacement set. So we wanted you to know that right off the bat.
Unless you want it to be incorrect, then be our guest.
Yeah.
And you have that opportunity to
Absolutely.
be
Yeah.
wrong if you'd like.
Maybe you want to cut off the UR and then put a big I am in there and make your own little I am unique and beautiful like a snowflake.
Your own affirmation.
Yes, an affirmation
DIY
piece. Yes.
Affirmation.
There you go. All right. Well, we're going to get started right away with wreath building. And I just want to give you the quick rundown because we always have new people here. And I want to talk to you about the Wreath Builder templates. So there are actually 2 templates that come in the Wreath Builder template pack. You get the 3 3/4 inch Wreath Builder and the 4-inch Wreath Builder. And they come with a center star piece and then the actual template for your cardstock. Now this one makes a smaller wreath, this one makes a bigger wreath. It doesn't seem like it would be that much bigger, but it's pretty considerable once you go all the way around the outside. And then you have this star centerpiece where if I turn it into the glare a little bit, you can see it's etched with a bunch of, what are these called? Concentric circles.
You're
And
asking
then-
the wrong person.
And then grid lines that will help you center things or will help you with placement if you need it. So with that being said, you do need some sort of stamping platform for this. I'm going to be using the Misty. Rena's going to use the Misty. This is what we use. We recommend that you tape your Misty mat down. I have a little piece of rolled purple tape. You can use painter's tape, whatever you want, just to stick that mat in there, because you might be lining up everything properly, but if the mat shifts, the wreath won't come out properly. And then I always tape the Wreath Builder down with a little pixie tape. You could use painter's tape, washi tape, something like that to keep it in place so that the template itself doesn't shift around. Now, with that being said, I'm going to turn it over to Rina. Rina, I'm going to give you your stamp set since it's been used. And I
Yes.
know that feels good to have one that's
Some
seasoned
of them
already.
are ready to go, ready to use. They're
Yes.
hot. They're ready to go. So before I start, I want to say to all my meteorologists out there, I know that snowflakes are supposed to have 6 sides or 6 stick points or whatever they are.
Legs.
I understand that, but the Wreath Builder works in 8s. So I don't know exactly what to call this. Not technically a snowflake, but
But it's like a winter mandala.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we'll call
And
it a
you get the
winter.
idea. You look at it and it feels like a snowflake. So we're going to create whatever this is now. Let's see here. Okay. So I'm starting with my paper in square orientation. And if any of you guys out there have used the mandala maker before, this is a very similar steps to achieve the mandala that I follow. I have a few rules when I do a mandala just to make sure everything is very centered and even. I never do the middle first. I always start with a piece around the middle. That way, when I stamp the middle in there, I can make sure it's even around the circle. So this stamp set has a lot of detailed pieces in the center, which is great because sometimes the mandala maker, it's nice, but there's a lot of work you got to do to make some of those shapes. So it's nice that these ones are already very detailed. I can't imagine trying to put all these tiny dots into this position. So I'm thankful that they're already there. So we're going to start with a pretty simple snowflake today that I played around with. And I found that this piece right here, this little, it looks like piece of a tree or something. This one fits very well with any snowflake. So I'm going to start with my stamp about halfway from the middle and halfway to the edge of the cardstock. So I usually like to try to line it up in line with these 2 points. So you can take a piece of paper also. You got so many pieces. Oh, this isn't a piece of paper. Bear with me. You can take a piece of paper and connect those 2 points and see if it's lined up, just as a guide. You can use a ruler also, but it doesn't matter that much if it's perfectly centered. I'm just trying because I am on camera.
And while Rina is positioning that, I did want to let you guys know that if you don't want to cut out all of these squares that fit into the Wreath Builder templates, you can always use Master Layouts 3. And Master Layouts 3 creates perfect squares, and I want to show you one. Here's one that it cut out. It's got this cute little stitched edge. So if you want to step up your cardstock, it'll cut a 3 3/4 inch square, a 4-inch square, and the layering panels. And it'll also cut out the tiny squares for the mini Wreath Builder template, which we're not going to use today, but it's a great one.
And that way they're perfectly lined up and they fit in. And as I've mentioned before, it's very important that your paper fits the template very perfectly, just because with these mandalas, even a little bit moving out of place from that can cause it to not line up perfectly. Again, it doesn't matter if it lines up perfectly, but I am a Virgo and I like things to line up perfectly. So does anyone have a color suggestion of what we should do for this first snowflake?
Can I make one?
Sure.
I think do it in black just to start so they can really see what it looks like.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, because it's going to be the most contrast for the viewer. And then they can always go back and do colors. You can even do embossing ink and do these in gold and silver embossed.
True. Okay. So I'm going to do black. Sorry for confusing everyone.
No, I mean, that's a great question. Navy would be good too.
Yeah. Just picture it in other colors just so I can showcase what it does. So I've got it on the stamp lid and I'm placing it down gently. Perfect. And then we're going to do all 8 sides of this weird extra snowflake.
And if you're new to wreath building, you can see Rina is just turning that cardstock to each orientation. First the square and then to the next position, which is the diamond, and then the square and then the diamond, until she goes all around 8 times for this kind of weird snowflake. Looking good.
Thank you. I'm trying so hard. It's very hard to make these when you have very naughty cats. I have my 2 cats at home and I was trying to make some, just unwinding after a long day of running around. And do you know when you drop the lid to a ink pad and it's the loudest sound ever? Like it's almost as loud as like dropping a shampoo bottle in the shower. And I was just in the middle of it and my cat Porky ran across my table and knocked it off, and big stain on the ground
Oh, no.
with my black ink. And I was just like, this is not very relaxing, boys. Cats are not allowed to stamp, unfortunately. They don't appreciate it.
We have a lot of cats out there that watch our lives. People post pictures in our group of the cats watching.
Oh, cute.
So fun.
It's probably fun to watch, you know, like the little shapes being built. I can imagine a cat liking it.
Oh, and I don't know if you guys heard, but I've seen posts now about the fact that dogs only see blue and yellow.
Oh, yeah. There's a bunch of TikToks about it where they show like a lot of like doggy daycare places where they'll only paint blue and yellow so the dogs can see the color.
I was thinking maybe I should do like a live where I use blue and yellow for my card, and let's see how many people's doggies are interested.
Do it for Mishi's birthday.
Okay.
So he can have a card he can see. I know he looks at everything. He's like, why is it so gray in here?
Yeah.
There's just color everywhere and he can't see it. Okay. So this is what we have right now. Very simple snowflake-esque design. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this big one right away and line it up with the pieces that I have. So bear with me. I'm just going to see how this fits in, if it fits in, because it might not, and that's okay. Okay, I actually like how this works. So basically what I'm doing is I'm making sure that specific pieces in the snowflake line up with each of the 8 shapes I've created. So it's hard to see, but there is a tiny little oval on each segment of this snowflake, and I lined up each of the ovals with the bottom points of the stamps that I've already created. So I'm going to stamp this. And again, these stamp sets, these mandala sets, you really just have to play with them for a little bit. There are going to be a few pieces you throw away just because you're trying and things aren't lining up, and that's okay. It's definitely a set that you want to practice with a little bit, and you'll find your own ways of lining things up and getting things to fit just by practicing. So don't be afraid if you make them and they don't line up instantly. I made one this morning and it was horrific. So don't worry.
And also, then once you get one, oh, that looks beautiful.
Nice? So it just kind of creates even a new shape in that one. And if you do it all in the same color, they all blend together, which is very nice.
That is really, really beautiful. Oh, I love that.
So yeah.
It is. You know, and what I like about this particular inside is you could color that with colored pencils and Gamsol in there and bring in some different colors like some blues and greens or purples. And that would be really pretty, you know, just like that.
All right. So now I'm going to add my little detail stamps. You guys know I love to add a lot of little extra points and things. So what I'm going to do first is, let's see here. I have my stamps stuck all over in different spots. This is how my mom knows it's my stamp set.
Yes.
So I'm going to take this little V shape right here,
Mm.
pointing to it. I'm going to put this on the ends of this stick point, I guess you could call it. That's what I'm going to call it. Okay. So I have it in square orientation just to make sure that it doesn't go off the edge, meaning the stamp, because if the image is over here, it might not transfer to this part of the image. You can see how much space is in between this stamp and this corner versus this stamp and this edge. So make sure you start in square orientation just so nothing gets stamped off the side.
Good advice.
If that's what you're looking for, you know.
No, that's good advice. Absolutely.
There are no rules.
And we'd like to just do a quick welcome to everybody who is joining us. We see lots of you have come in since we started, and welcome. Today we have special guest Rina K, who designed our Snowflake Builder stamp set in this kit, and she is here demonstrating this beautiful new stamp set. And then I'm going to try to get one in too, just a real simple design, not using the Wreath Builder, but we wanted to give her as much time as possible because this set was really designed for making these gorgeous snowflake mandalas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is coming out so cute.
And it might not line up perfectly, but it's fine. No one will
But you know,
notice.
even in spots like if it's not perfect, like where it's meeting right now, you
Mhm.
can always put like a tiny dot over that.
Mhm.
Right?
Or you could connect that with just like a little black pen
Oh, yeah.
just to fill it in.
Mhm.
That's why it's nice to make them all the same color. Oh, I'm going the wrong way.
Yeah, I like the idea of making them in black or in gold and silver and then going back in with some markers or ink blending or something like that and just adding a little bit of color that way. It just makes them really pop off the paper.
Dad, do you have a word of the day yet?
I'm working on it.
Okay.
Although with this not being a certified snowflake, thinking it's more like a snowfake.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's
Yes.
fun.
So an 8-legged snowflake is a snowflake.
Snowflake. Or a no-flake.
A no-flake, yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, I think we got a word of the day out of
All
that.
right, yeah. Okay.
Oh, that looks good.
All right. Yeah. So now we're going to do another image. Apologies, guys. This is a slow flake. This is going to take a little while to stamp.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I think it's turning into a theme of the day.
Yeah. Nobody look at my roots. I have to do them. Okay.
Nobody's looking.
Cover your eyes. Promise me.
We'll let you know when you can look.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to do a little dot right there. You know, guys know I love my dots, and there's already some inside the snowflake. So just to zhuzh it up a little bit.
Zhuzh.
Zhuzh.
How do you spell that?
I don't know. All these questions about math and arithmetic and writing
In meteorology.
and meteorology. I'm stressed. I thought we were stamping.
You know, honestly, I love snowflakes, whether they have the 8 sticks or the 6 sticks.
The traditional
I don't care.
6 sticks.
I think they're all beautiful.
Mhm.
And we do have a lot of 6-stick snowflakes in this kit as well. So
Mhm.
you can do a variety. You can mix them and match them. I mean, come on. We can't be that worried if we use little cartoony animal stamps and we do little cartoony snowmen with faces. Right?
Yeah. Is this so far out of the realm of possibility
It's
that a
not.
snowflake may have 8 sides?
I bet there's one.
I
one
say
made it.
nay. Yeah, there's billions. There's gotta be one in there. Come on. One that's proving me right.
It doesn't matter because it's so pretty.
Mhm.
And even if you didn't consider it a snowflake, you could certainly consider it a winter mandala.
I was actually thinking, when I was making some of them earlier, I used the big line in the set, this big stem that you can use for like hanging snowflakes or the snowflake pattern. If you stamp just 3 times, you will get a 6-sided thing, like a 6-sided snowflake.
Oh,
So
okay, yeah.
if you do stamp this, line this up and stamp it 3 times, you'll get a traditional snowflake pattern that you can then add to.
And then you could just kind of decorate the little bit in between.
But I forget what I'm doing when I'm stamping, and I like the reliability and the system of the Wreath Builder, because even if I'm not thinking, like now where I'm stamping the same image, it doesn't matter as much, so I don't have to overthink. So maybe at some point we'll figure out how to do the 6-sided snowflake, but for now this is much easier, and you get more detail out of it.
Absolutely. That's great. This was really, really brilliant. You know, I was trying to make snowflakes with some of our Wreath Builder sets and your mandala maker.
Mm-hmm.
And there were just certain key elements that were missing to really get it to feel like a snowflake. But now that you have these gorgeous centers and sticks, you could mix the mandala maker and the mandala maker 2 with this.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're looking for more options to add to your kit, either one of those sets would be a great extra set to throw in there.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That is beautiful.
Okay.
Okay, so can I beg a favor of you?
Always.
Okay.
Well, not always.
Will you show them how to use this to create a template that they can use over and over again?
Oh, okay.
Because some people haven't seen that before.
Well, this one, so because most of our image is the center stamp, we're only going to be able to stamp all the pieces on the side. Sorry,
Very funny. We were reading the comment.
So I won't be able to stamp the middle image with this, but well, I guess I could.
You could get all the little pieces, and then you know they could stamp those first, and then figure out what center they want to use. You know.
All right. So to review, I am lining up all the stamps that I've used over a segment of the mandala that I already created. And I'm just lining them up. I'm making sure they're not overlapping with each other, but it's nice to have them close so you can ink them all up at the same time. Which one did I use? Oh, here. My eyes. Okay, I'm going to put this one over here. And I use my nails for this, but my nails are kind of like a multi-tool as it is. If you use the stick tool just to kind of move it around slightly.
This is what she's referring to.
Yeah.
The pick and stick tool. And you can also, if it helps, you can tap a little embossing magic onto your fingers. And your fingers will be less sticky and less apt to stick to the stamps when you're trying to get that perfect placement.
Yeah. Again, this is unnecessary. Yes. I just have to make it line up.
I know.
I want to.
Oh, little Virgo.
I got to do what I got to do. Okay. So I think those are the only images we used. So a good method to keep track of what mandala you're making is after you make, or the snowflake in this case, the snowflake. In this situation, if you like how this looks, flip it on the back and you can stamp these 3 images. Ta-da! It's done!
That becomes your template.
Yeah, so this is your template. So when you pull this out and you put the stamps in this position, you know they're going to perfectly stamp into this position after 8 turns of the card, and then you can put the middle in when you're all done.
Okay, let's see it. I want to see you do it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Just
you
'cause
need proof?
I need proof. Well, no, just because it's going to be so cool
Mhm.
to see it come together, because the first one took 24 turns plus the center.
Mhm.
And now that she has this set up, she can reproduce these in 8 turns, which is great for tags and, you know, all kinds of different things that you want to do quickly.
So it's not a slow flake anymore. It's a go flake.
That's right. And then this also is a great way to use embossing ink and embossing powder, because it's only going to take 8 turns and that ink isn't really going to get as much of a chance to dry. And then it'll be nice and shiny, and that'll be a glow flake.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Right?
there we go. Okay.
We're on a roll. Look at this go flake go.
Yeah.
Oh my
Still
goodness.
kind of a slow flake.
Not too slow.
I'm going as fast as I can.
I think it looks great.
Thank you.
I just love to see these come together in the 8 turns and then bam, the center.
Mm-hmm.
And also, you know, if you don't want to use the centerpiece of this snowflake, you could put your greeting circle on there and pop it up and just have those snowflake legs coming out.
Stick points.
The stick points.
I love our terminology. It
I
makes
do
sense
too.
to me.
I think it makes sense to everybody. They know what we're talking about. There are people. Oh, this is looking good. And I have a little technique I want to show, I think. I think I do.
Yeah, so it's not perfectly lining up, but
I think it is.
okay. She has spoken. So it is. Okay, that is all of them. And now, take this again. Magnet down first. And then lining up those ovals again. Okay. Take these off and clean them first.
Yeah, this is such a good tip. I really love this tip.
It's just nice because I've made mandalas before where I've gotten everything to fit and then I colored them in and I don't know how to replicate it. So.
Well, and all you have to do is send it off in a card and then it's gone forever.
Mhm.
You know, or you assemble it in a card and then it doesn't fit back in the template. So making that little template first really does make a difference. Oh, that looks really good.
Stamping it one more time.
Okay. That's great.
Ta-da!
See, I love that. Isn't that just an easy way to reproduce that? Love that. Beautiful.
Very fun.
So
So Mary said, finished product, whole flake.
I love it.
Yes. Keep it coming, guys. We're hot.
So Rina, do you want to show them some of the other ones that you brought that you made
Yes.
with this?
Yes. So,
I love that. Can I keep this one as a template
yeah,
for myself?
sure,
Okay,
sure.
good.
quite literally all of your products. You have the right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, this one's pretty much exactly the same as this one, just a little bit longer.
Love that.
This one I made with like
Ooh.
this like little gnome hat shape. And I kind of like
The
how that
gnome
turned out. And you can see they have the same centers, but they look a little bit different. So you don't have to mix them up too much. You just add a couple little things in there and it changes up the vibe of the whole snowflake. I did this one. This one is very pointy
Oh, I like
and
that.
expressive, and this has a different center. And this one was really easy to line up because pretty much all the centers, part of them, the line weight is all the same for the stamps. So they'll line up pretty perfectly. So it flows together very nice.
That
It's a
is
flow
nice.
flake.
A flow flake.
And then I did this one. This one I thought was
Ooh.
felt kind of like compassy. I don't know.
Yeah,
It was
it
giving like
does.
compass vibes and like
It's like
I
a
don't
nautical
know.
snowflake.
kind of, yeah.
Mhm.
So you can change up the vibes, obviously.
Sea flake.
This was
Ooh.
my first one that I made. This was a no flake. I
You
thought
did?
it was a little too spread out and it looks like the universe expanding, like
Yeah.
they're all moving away from each other, but nonetheless
it,
it's
though.
different and it
Yeah,
works, you
it
know.
does.
It's cute. And then this is really cool because in the stamp set they have all these like pretty wintry swirls that I think of when I think of like winter, like winds and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it has this swirl pattern that if you just stamp it 4 times, it makes this really cool shape. And how cool would this look with like a light beige or a light blue with a dark snowflake on top of it? Like it gives it just a little bit more motion without creating too many lines. So eventually I want to try that. I want to do this in a lighter color and then do a snowflake on top of it.
Oh, that would be beautiful.
But
yeah.
yeah, a lot of cool things you can do. Not necessarily has to be a snowflake. This kind of looks like the vortex that Brian made. This is a bro flake. So, you know.
A bro flake.
Yeah.
Well, see this image right here? This, I mean, one of the other things I love is how things in our collection mix and match. And I feel like this is a really beautiful image for those autumn leaves dies to make it look like the leaves are tumbling, and also for the feathers and make it look like the feathers are flying. So this is a good one to have in your collection for so many other things other than any of this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I wanted to show something. Actually, I'm not sure it's even going to work, but I thought I'd give it a try if you don't mind.
We're here and live now. Why not?
So I cut a tag. And as you can see, this tag does not fit in here at all, right? And our friend Jennifer McGuire in one of her videos showed how to expand and make a bigger wreath by attaching a larger piece of cardstock to this and then using this to turn it. So check out Jennifer McGuire's videos. Just type in Jennifer McGuire Wreath Builder and she will show you how to do that. But I think we could show a way to make a smaller one that would fit in here, because this is too big for the mini Wreath Builder and too small for the big one.
But it's the perfect size tag.
It's
for
the
gift.
perfect size tag.
What to do?
So what to do? So what I thought is, what if we cut a piece of cardstock that fits in the Wreath Builder, and then we took a little bit of tape on the back here of this tag, and we line the tag up so that the three sides of the tag are centered. So let me do this off of here because there's too many colors going on. But I'm thinking that if we center this so that it looks pretty close, and I mean, it may not be perfect, but I think that that's pretty good. Do you think that looks pretty centered?
Yeah, that's
Maybe
fine.
a little bit bigger down here. I could go down just a little bit more. All right, so we're going to center it the best that we can. Okay, so let's give this a try. All right, Rina, I'm going to have you do it. No?
Asked me to come on her show to do all the work.
All right, I'll do one.
I'll do it. It's fine. I'd love to. I love this. So fun.
Okay, so you want to do the stick again?
Yeah, let's do this one.
Oh,
Let me
gosh.
show them how they make
I think
it
it's going to
with
be too big.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
All right, so we're going to make a small one.
Okay.
All right, and we're going to use square orientation. So you can do it like up here. So we're going to do a snowflake at the bottom of this tag, and then we're going to keep the top. What do you think? You think it's going to work?
We'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
There's literally no pressure. If it doesn't,
Yeah.
we'll just be like, well, it didn't work. It's just a no flake.
Yeah.
It's a low flake.
You know what? I just want to do one thing. I want to put it this way to see if it's going to fit. Because we
Okay.
do want to make sure that it fits. So can you just lay it back there? Make sure it doesn't go off. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Start there.
Do you want me to do this one in black too?
Sure.
Okay.
So we're just going to do a snowflake here on the tag part. And Rina is just going to turn that turquoise cardstock to fit in all the spots. And this is a way that you can use smaller pieces of cardstock that don't fit in your Wreath Builder for a little bit smaller panels. I'm holding my breath,
Me
though.
too. Yeah.
See, unlike Jennifer McGuire, I don't practice anything first. I just do it all live with you. And if it doesn't work, we just throw it in the trash and we keep going.
Yeah.
And that's what you did.
And usually, you find something.
You make it work somehow, right?
I feel like it's only natural to throw away 50% of what you create,
Definitely.
Like just because you're testing things and testing theories.
Yep. Well, I like to test live.
Yeah.
Just be embarrassed that it didn't work.
Yeah. okay. They learn how to not do something.
That's right. Exactly.
Which sometimes is very beneficial.
Like, don't put your magnet where you're going to stamp, right?
I mean, we've had lives that were much more chaotic. Remember when my nail fell off?
Oh my
during the
gosh,
live?
yeah.
I didn't want to leave my house.
I know. And then you put it back on with Connect glue.
Yeah, it worked.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
So I love the idea that you can do this and you can go bigger by using Jennifer's technique with the inside piece, or you can go smaller by just creating your own little template and then attaching a smaller piece on there. Yes, there you go.
We've done it.
We did it. So now we can add the next piece. All right, I'll take a shot here and add
You
a
got
piece.
this.
Okay. All right. Now that I made Rina do it just in case it didn't work, I could blame her.
You only have the most experience in the room.
Well, you know, what can I say? So do you think this will fit on there? I feel like it might.
Let me see if you tilt it like between. That would cool.
Yes, or maybe this one tilted that way with the dots.
Yeah, we could do that. Even with the dots, that would look cool.
Yeah.
Try it with the dots and
Okay.
just line everything up.
Oh
they
my
can
gosh.
see
Okay.
The dots, because
All
the
right.
dots are your key to the seams.
Yes, the dots.
fuse everything together so that you wouldn't notice if things aren't perfect.
They're all forgiving.
Mhm.
Mhm.
We love the dots.
Love the dots. Okay, what do you think of that?
It's like,
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I asked, oh, wait a minute. I probably should have this in the right position.
Yeah.
I'm asking my Virgo daughter, my perfectionist daughter. I got to do it again. Make sure that I don't think that's. Gotta
duct
line it up
tape.
again.
You want me to lay on it?
Yeah, can
Hold
you lay
in.
on it for a minute? Yeah. I saw somebody was having trouble with a stamp in a forum. And there were a bunch of people. It's just sticking to me a little bit. I should do my technique. Ooh. So what do you think of that?
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And there were a bunch of people saying, just put the Misty on the floor and step on it. And I was like, ooh. Okay. All right. So this one hasn't been used yet. So I might have to stamp it a couple times.
Oh no, I think I've used that one.
Oh, have you? Okay. All right. Here we go.
They wait with bated breaths.
Yeah.
Very
How
cute.
cute is that?
Because that almost just kind of looks like a mistletoe. Like you could color in the center green.
Oh, definitely.
Do this in red or something.
Definitely.
Like
I'm
you could stamp that middle part in red and then color it in green.
going to give it one more inking here.
Mhm.
That looks like a whoa flake.
Oh,
Whoa.
whoa, flake. Whoa.
So now I think I want to do something in the in-between points. See, I
Mhm.
wasn't going to do a mandala maker. I was going to do something else with this set, but now
Well, you are. You're making a tag.
a tag. Okay, we're going to
This
count
is
this.
different.
We're going to count it as different. So
You
can
doing
I?
a swirl?
No, I want to do this little thing. Can I
Okay,
do
yeah.
that? Should I do it the other way though? Should I do it coming out like that?
I kind of like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that's the best one, or should I use this diamond?
I kind of like this shape. I
Okay.
like this teardrop shape.
I think the biggest problem with this stamp set is there's just too many choices.
Mhm.
There's everyone can be different. Ooh.
Yeah. And just be patient with the pieces, Small movements.
I don't know. I think I want to do this one.
Okay. I just did all that
Sorry.
brain surgery for that. I'm done.
Sorry. Sorry. So, what do you think of this? Is that going to be good?
Oh, yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah. Or is it a little tilted? A little
Can I
tipped?
put my head where your head is? Okay, yeah, that looks good.
All right, we're gonna try this one now. It's funny. I feel like I like
Move
these.
your head.
I like that you put open images in because then you can get a little colored pencil and color those in. You know,
Ooh, that's cute.
isn't that cute? Okay. And then we're gonna do a big greeting on the top. Love the Misty.
Mhm. Thank God.
Yes. The Misty has saved so many projects when the door just lets go
Mhm.
And
When I let go,
yeah.
the Misty holds on.
So you can see how cute like all these little images are. Rina, they're so cute. I love the way you designed this.
Thank you. I'm excited for Christmas.
Yes. And I think tags are always fun to make.
Mm-hmm.
And see how it's getting fatter. And that's what I like about these mandala makers, these snowflake builders, the wreath builder. The more images you add, especially in the mandala and the the mandala and the snowflake builder, the more images you add, like the fatter and thicker the whole thing gets.
More substance.
This feels like a little sweater pattern, doesn't it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's so cute. Oh boy, oh boy. So cute. So Rina, you can look at the questions or comments and see if there's anything we need to address on this one. But I think I'm going to actually color this and turn it into a little tag.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Just unanimous support for the Misty.
Yes.
Everyone's very thankful for their Misties.
Yeah.
I lectured Brian about how hard it was without a Misty, because I remember the tools and the methods we had to use.
Do you remember? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when you were a little kid, we didn't have a Misty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I want to do one more. Oh, should I or should I leave it? I feel like a little.
You should add a dot.
A little open circle, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do a little open circle.
You should either add it on top of the diamond, like over the diamond, or on top of
or here.
That might be pushing close to the edge, though.
I can go down into it a little bit though, because then I can color it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm nervous. Make sure that is in the right place before I close the door. I think it's going to look good. Because I just want something else to color, add a little bit of color to this. Because I can color in here, and then I can color. Ooh, we could put a dot in there,
yes,
a solid dot.
Do it.
Okay.
Forget it. We're doing this now.
All right, here we go. Cute.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
I might have to make a template of this one because this will be a great tag to do over and over again.
Especially if it's on the tag, because it's in a very specific position.
Yep.
Just, you might even want to like draw a line right here on this template. Like you could stamp the image on the back of the template and then make sure the tag is lined up in that spot.
That's a very smart idea. That's a very good idea. Very good. You're very
I have a brain. I think about these things.
Lay in bed at night thinking about
Just
it.
haunted by ways to make it easier.
New mandala ideas. I'm really glad that this one is in the kit too, because it can be used for all kinds of cards. You don't have to make wreaths out of it. And you can even freehand stamp some of this if you want, because the centers are so like ready to go that if you wanted to just stamp around with a block, you can do it. You can line it up pretty well if you don't have the wreath builder and you don't, want to get into this kind of thing. But there's so many other great ways to use it. So it's nice to have it in the kit. So people who maybe are trying a kit for the first time can also try this technique for the first time.
And that's why I like this stamp set, because there are more in each centerpiece image. So if you aren't using a wreath builder, you don't have to worry about adding more and more and more and trying to make it perfect, because most of the image is already in the centerpiece, which is really nice.
Exactly. All right, I'm going to use, do you think this dot, if I use this small dot, that's going to be too many dots in the center?
Never.
Okay. Never.
There's
you can never have too many dots. So I'm going to use the solid. Look at this cute little one. Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
Yeah, it's like little shine lines.
I love that.
Like twinkles.
Boy, I didn't look at this enough. So I'm thinking like right there. Is that going to be too close? I don't know, Rina.
You want me to try?
Yeah, I don't want to. There's a triangle too, but
I think that'll look cool.
Yeah? Okay.
Let's just do it.
All right, we'll just do it.
I think we're so comfortable with just making mistakes and throwing it away because we never had a Misty. like
That's
when
true.
we first got into it. So
That's true.
literally 90% of what you made got thrown away.
A lot got thrown away. Yeah. But you know what? It's only paper.
Yeah.
And I mean,
if you learn, it's not a waste.
That's right. And part of the idea of stamping in general is just to relax and to try things and have fun. So not every project has to be a winner.
It's very satisfying when you test like 10 different things and then you finally make the mandala and incorporate all of them and it turns out nice. It's quite the feeling.
It is a great feeling. And then the idea that you just taught everybody about creating that template so you can save those great ideas and make them over and over again is a time saver. Should do a little packet of them and
really
just
like
keep them.
That you use the bigger one.
Yeah, the bigger
so
one and the
nice.
smaller one alternating looks really cool. This is very fun.
It's mesmerizing. And like even when I was lining up the circle that we just did with all these points, the diamond and the points that are on the centerpiece weren't lining up perfectly, but now you can't tell because it's mixed in with the circle.
Right, that solid color. And I think, if you're just starting out, doing them in black is a really good idea at first because the black is really good at covering up the different points and blending them together. And you wouldn't get that same effect if you had done turquoise there. You would see all the ends of the sticks. Okay, so I'm going to color this. So do you want to make one of your mandalas into a card?
Sure.
Okay, and you've got all these greetings. Just don't use the typo. Here's the fix. I think I'm going to use one of the greetings from one of our other new sets. I have, where did I put it? Hold on. Here we go.
It's my turn to take over.
Your turn to take over.
So am I stamping this on the bottom of this?
I think I'm going to use one of these big greetings.
Okay, that's nice.
Ooh.
What should I do?
So, well, you could do a lot of things. I mean, you could do a strip, one of your greetings on a strip sentiment across the center. And we've got like these strip sentiment dies. So you might want to like do one like that. You could even emboss it if you want to do it in black with white lettering. Do you want to do that?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to get rid of the Wreath Builder then because we're done here. And I am going to put this just here in the Misty. And I'm going to, Happy Holidays. No, I'm going to do Merry Christmas.
Yeah,
I think that was really
better.
good. So this is our new festive phrases stamp set and die collection. And I have not used this one yet. So I just want to make sure that it's straight. Yeah, that's going to fit in there. So are you looking for embossing stuff?
What am I doing with my
It's
life?
all in here.
Oh, okay.
What am I doing with my life? Okay. And then I'm going to color this. I can't wait to color it.
I saw someone say earlier that I should do black and gold, so I'm going to emboss in gold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
All right. So I've not used this stamp yet at all, so it is not conditioned at all. So we might have to stamp it a couple times to get a good impression. But that's all right. We're not in any hurry, right?
No. When we get to this point, I feel like I'm lost in the grocery store.
Because you don't know.
You just let me go, and I'm like, but wait.
What are you looking for?
Acrylic block.
Oh, it's in this drawer here.
Oh, okay. This unmarked drawer that looks just like the other unmarked drawer.
Sorry, yeah, I don't have my drawers labeled.
Okay, I'm going to do...
You see what's happening here? I'm stamping over that teal, and it's... I really have to... I should have taken it off the teal, because that's the line where the... It's all right. We'll just do it a few times. This stamp set is so bold that I think it would be really cool to like stamp it in a couple different colors. Do a fade.
Okay. I'm doing There's Snow One Like You. So I need... Do you think that's too tiny to be embossed?
No.
Okay.
I think it'll look great. Do you want the dust bag?
Yes. The dust bag, please. Here it is.
So that's the... Rina calls the embossing magic pad, the dust bag.
Mhm. And then where's the embossing ink?
Let me find that. Embossing and watermark ink. Water. My Philly's coming out.
Yeah.
Watermark. Where'd my tidy towel go? Oh, here it is. Wet laying on the cord of the.
Okay, so bear with me, guys. I hope this turns out nicely and isn't just a blob.
It should stamp pretty well. Okay. I'm going to take this off now. And one thing I wanted to show you, you know how when you die cut things and it has stitches, sometimes the back part doesn't look all that pretty. So what I like to do when I make tags is, where's my other tag? Where's my other tag? Oh, here it is.
Oh,
I like to cut 2 out, and then I just like to put them together back to back. This way the back side looks pretty and the front side looks pretty. And if you leave it open, you can actually fit a gift card in here. So it's kind of a neat presentation for a gift card. You could put the gift card in there. You could even cut the top off of one side and have the gift card sticking out. So if you pop this onto a bottle of wine and then, you know, gave somebody a gift card for Starbucks, that would be a really nice way to make the back look pretty too. So I'm going to move the Missy so I can color this.
okay.
Oh,
I'm going to
gosh.
turn on my hair dryer here.
Said the hairdresser.
Yeah.
Question: how do you make a template?
How do you make a template for, oh, did you just tune in? Because Rina demonstrated that a little bit earlier. So I definitely encourage you to go back and watch the replay on that. Is that what the person's talking about, Tom?
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah. Rina did a really nice template and shows you exactly how to do it. Okay, I like these colors back here. My gosh, I've got pencils everywhere. I want to do that. Yes. Ooh, did it work?
It works.
All right. Oh, yeah, that's perfect.
Pretty.
Okay. So I am going to start in the center here. I'm going to use Prismacolor pencils, and I'm just going to color right down here in the center, and then I'm going to use a little bit of Gamsol to pull the color up. And you remember this particular part of the snowflake wasn't open. It was open, but we added that dot and that kind of closed that area up. So if you've never used Gamsol before, this is Gamsol. And you can get it in any big box store and your art supply store. And then I just have a little glass jar here, and I pour some Gamsol into the cup like that. And then you can see I only did the colored pencil down around the bottom. And I need to get my blending stumps, and they're all stuck in here. Hold on one second. Let me grab them. Here we go. What you need?
I need to cut this out with a die.
Oh,
Do you have a plate?
yes. Yeah. Okay. Let me find a plate for her. So this is the cutting plate, blade side down, and this is the top.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. She's going to cut off screen because it's too much to bring that into the screen. Do you want some tape to tape it down?
I'm gonna. Oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you.
So now I've dipped this blending stump into the Gamsol. I've put it in there for a minute to let it absorb. You don't want to just bloop. You want to hold it in there for just a second. And then you can work your way up, and it'll get lighter and lighter as you go toward the edge. See that? So this is kind of a fun way to blend colored pencils.
And Gamsol is?
It's an odorless mineral spirits, and you don't want to use odorless mineral spirits that you find at like Home Depot, because this is an artist grade odorless mineral spirits. You want to make sure that you get artist grade. And if you're sensitive, there are other products that you can use instead. There is lavender spike oil that you can use. You can find that at art supply stores. And there's also something called Zest It, which is made of oranges. And you can use that. Some people use baby oil. I'm not a big fan of the baby oil myself because it just leaves an oily residue on your card, and I'm just not a fan of it.
Can I have the handle?
Oh, you need the handle? Hold on just 1 second. Oh, uh-oh. Oh no, it's in here.
Oh man.
Okay, here, use this machine. Here you go. Use this machine instead.
Okay, thank you.
Here we go. Okay. Now I'm going to color, let's see, I'm going to color these in purple. I just want to add a little purple in here. And then I'm going to do the little dots on the ends in green. I just like that combination of purple, turquoise, and green. Doing okay over there?
One day we'll be able to tell you about what's going on down here.
Okay. And then, yeah, don't worry about it. Just
I'm fine.
live on. Save yourself. I like the purple. Purple is such a relaxing color to me.
I know. I'm liking purple nowadays too.
Mm-hmm.
My nails are purple right
I
now.
know. I saw that. So pretty.
Yes, you hear that?
I did hear
I did it.
You made it. She's on the floor right now.
Yeah. My shoes are off.
That's her shoes are off. Her weave is off.
Yeah.
Did you take your wig off?
Yeah.
No, she's not wearing a wig. She's
Not today.
it's her real hair today. I just added a little bit more in here because I wanted to deepen it up a little bit. Okay. Oh, that looks great.
Thank you. Very simple. I'm tired from that.
You should cut a tiny little black strip around the outside.
God. All these things I gotta do.
Oh my goodness. And then I want to show you one more thing on this. Get my green in here. Just a little green. I feel like the colors that I'm using, this is Kelly green. I probably should have used a more lime green. I love Kathy Zilski uses a lot of lime. I think she likes key lime as one of the green colors that she likes. And I love the way she blends lime and like turquoise together. Probably should have done something like that. I think it would have been a little better. Now, if you have a blending stump that is dirty and you don't want to mix purple in with another color like this, what you want to do is you want to take something like a nail file, or this is actually like artist sandpaper. It's not anything different than regular sandpaper. You could use sandpaper. You could use a Tim Holtz sanding block. You could use just a nail file that you get at the drugstore or at your favorite salon. Plug for Rina K.
Local.
And you could see
own business.
I just cleaned off that color. So now I'm not going to contaminate this green with purple. Oh yeah, I like that. Do you like that?
I do. I feel like it could use some pizzazz though. In an ideal world, this would have been in a different color, this snowflake, but
Or you could do the
just
greeting
showcasing
in
the
black,
technique.
like black cardstock with gold would be stunning. We still have a few minutes.
Can I add some of these?
Sure. You can add whatever you want. I'm going to add some. Okay.
I'm adding some of these on there.
So these are our metallic pearls. So you can take a look at that. That's all colored. Now I want to add a little bit more of a glowy, wintry feel to this. So I'm going to use a Copic marker. This is BG10. And I'm going to just go around the entire outside of this, just adding this kind of shading around it. It gives it a glowy look. And you don't have to be like very good at coloring or anything like that. Just kind of trace around the outside. The Gina K Designs Black Onyx ink that we used for this is Copic friendly. So you can see it's not smearing even though I'm coloring right over it.
Good one, Chuck.
What'd Chuck say?
Question, putting the misty on the floor and stepping on it doesn't make it a toe flake.
That is a good one, Chuck. You hear Tom laughing over there. All right. So this just brings that little glow in there, but it doesn't really, you know, get in the way. This creates that wintry feel to it. Okay, let's see if you can see that up close. Can they see that at all, or is that too bright to see?
I think they can see.
Okay, good. Good, good, good. Now I'm going to go back in and I'm going to add a little bit of gold. Let me tape these two together.
That would be a glow flake, right?
A glow flake.
A glow flake. Yeah, I'm going to make a glow flake. That's awesome. So I'm going just around the perimeter here with this tape. And I'm going to tape these two together so I have a nice front and back of this tag. And then I've got some gold cording in here that I'm going to create a little bow ribbon kind of thing. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to take this long string and I'm going to just fold it in half. And you can fold it in half and in half again because this is a lot of cording. You can do this with baker's twine or anything you want. So I folded it in half and then in half again. And I'm going to take this loop right here and I'm going to come in from behind the tag like that. And then I'm going to wrap the tails through to create the little hang tag. Now you could put a knot in there if you want. Let's see if I can do that. I don't know if I can do that. We'll see if I can do it. There we go. So now I have a little knot holding that all together. And then you could do another knot up here at the top to hold it all together up here. And then you can cut away the extra. You could even do another knot. I mean,
If you decide not to do it, is it still a knot?
That one makes you think.
did he just fade back into the dead space again? So there's, and you know, you could just spread that out and then hang that right over a bottle of wine or, you know, onto a gift or onto the Christmas tree. You could make a bunch of these and put gift cards in them and let people find their gift hanging on the tree. And then I am going to do some, oh, I just pulled the tip out of my fine tip bottle. That was dumb. Let me stick it back in there. There we go. It's because I didn't clean my tip last time and it had a big glob of glue on it.
Aha! Mine is done. Oh, wait, I need a card to put it on.
Oh, no.
Never mind, guys. Forget I said that.
Okay. So I'm going to do one in the center and then I'm going to do every other one. So I'm going to go on these big ones and put small gold things on here. You need a card base?
I do.
So there's a big paper cutter down there on the floor, and then all the cardstocks over here, and you can pick what you want.
Oh, man. Yeah, I got to do this.
You got to do that. Yeah. You got to cut your own card base.
I'm going to do red. Red is a good vibe.
Definitely.
And where do I cut it at?
Right there on the floor.
No.
She's spending a lot of time on the floor.
Mom.
The measurements?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. 4 1/4.
I know where the paper cutter is.
4 1/4 by 8 1/2. Because you're making a square card. I think you need a. Can I put a rhinestone thing in the center of your card too?
Yeah.
Ooh, I like the gold on here. The gold with the gold tag. Let me zoom in a little until Rina comes back. Where did the zoom go? Here it is. The zoomer. Let's just zoom in so you can see this a little more closely. There we go.
Do you have a scoring?
Yes, it's in
Station?
thing right there.
Here's a map to find it.
No, yeah.
Good luck.
You know how like you just know where things are in your craft room, and so you don't have drawers labeled, but you know that's your adhesive drawer or that's your whatever drawer. And then somebody comes in to join you and they can't find anything. Poor Rina.
It makes sense to her, and I get it.
Right.
You know, my craft room, I had things in very weird places. My camera was on top of a peanut butter jar for like a year.
Oh yeah, you actually
So-
filmed from a peanut butter jar.
Yeah, live from the peanut butter jar.
Few requests to have Alicia join us.
Oh, we would
That'd be
love
fun.
that. That would be so fun.
Boy, then I'd really end up in the dead space.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'd be out in the hall. I'm putting a big one right in the center. Oh, yes.
Yes. Do we like?
We do. Put one
Oh,
in there.
yeah.
though.
Almost.
We do.
I almost
but
like
we
it.
don't. And then I'm going to add one on each one of these tips too. I mean, why not?
We're here.
I used to love watching you in your videos when you would use embellishments. You'd put like 500 embellishments on every card.
I was fighting for my life at that point in the card every time.
I loved it though. So fun. If you guys haven't seen Rina's YouTube channel, it's been a long time since she's made any videos, but they are still so fun. You got to go watch them. You'll just laugh. It's so fun.
What do we think?
Yes. Love it.
I'll
I
move it
can't-
over here.
These are like turtles, you know?
I know
like
they're really hard. You have to have them. Which ones are you going for? The
the
little ones?
small
Here, I'll
gold
find
ones.
I'll find good ones. Here, there's one right here.
Okay, thank you. That's a silver.
I know.
Oh, sorry.
I have eyes. Trying to get them out there.
Almost. We almost have them. The embellishments really make it.
Here, pick up that one.
This,
And they're like gold ones.
That's
That's the right
big.
size.
it's too big. This one looks copper. I don't like that
Here,
one.
there's one.
Thank you. Yeah,
This
if
one
you-
doesn't feel right.
If you want to just push them around and point. Yeah, here's one. I'm almost done. And then one more. There we go. All right. So look how fun that is. Isn't that fun?
Very fun.
I love it. I love both of these. This is so cute, Rina. I love it. Should we give these away?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, you're here because I can get you to sign it and we can put it right in the mail.
Okay.
There we go. Okay. So, Tom, we're going to give these away. I didn't get to the regular card, but I will definitely be using this set in another video for
Mhm.
sure. I have to.
Wait.
Ooh,
Wait.
What's going on?
Okay.
Okay. There we go.
Now we're done. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Nobody
So, so we're going to give these away. Let's give away Rina's card first. Hey, do you also have the one that has the template or no? Is this the one that
It
has the
might be on
template?
there.
It might be.
It might
Okay.
be on there.
It
I'm
might be.
sorry.
That's okay. That's all right. We got a couple of them here. Let's see. What about this one? Check this one. Check it. Okay. Let's give them an extra.
Okay.
Okay. So if you get this, if you win this card, we're going to give you an extra so you can duplicate it and make one of your own. How's
Yes.
that? And you can also make your own template out of this before you
Yes.
make it. Okay. All right. So who's going to get it, Tom?
All right, we're doing a cheesy drum roll, please.
Yep.
Winner is Mickey Murphy. Mickey
Yay!
Murphy.
Yay!
Mickey!
Very fun.
Congratulations, Mickey! Okay, and then we're going to give away the Christmas tag.
All right, the Christmas tag goes to Suzanne Shawrer.
Oh, yay, Suzanne! Congratulations. Okay, ladies, all you have to do is send your name and address to info@ginakdesigns.com, and we will get these right out to you. Well, this was so much fun.
So much fun.
I love having you on.
It's very fun.
Yes, you
It's
have
a
to
good break for my brain to do some cards every now and then.
Will you come back again?
No.
Please?
I'm just kidding.
Okay. Make some more mandala snowflakes?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, all right. And then maybe next time we could use the set in a different way.
Yeah, I
Oh.
think we get Brian to do a bro flake and we actually make a card with just the stamps.
Just
no
the
mandala or
snowflakes and
anything.
yeah, okay, we'll definitely do that. And we'll use that little swirly thing too.
Okay.
All right, everybody. Well, I will be back this weekend with another 5-minute card video. And then Tom and I will be back next Tuesday night with another Stamp and Chat Live. Until then, everybody, stay safe and healthy. We love you all so very much. And mwah, we'll see you again real soon.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.